Every Day a Better You, a podcast that's not about being better than the person next to you, but being better than the version of yourself a day prior. Your host, Fareed Johnson, accompanied by my co-host, Henri.
Hello, everyone. This is Henri. A lot of people know me as Boo. Every Day a Better You.
Welcome back to the next installment of Every Day a Better You. I am your co-host, Flip. Let me pass it off to my main man to my right.
That's right. I'm on the right
You're
again.
on the right
Boo.
now, right?
I'm on the right. I'm on the right side.
Boo's on the right. Well, we found your side, Boo.
I try to tell you.
Yo,
I'm on the right side. That's it.
You're comfortable.
When you stopped hogging off the right side, you let me get on the right side. I found my niche.
I think we unleashed a whole new Boo. I like it. I like it. I like it, man. Because even like thinking about our last episode,
Yeah.
that shit was good, man. I'm not just saying that because I'm part of the product, but that shit was good. And I think it has to do with you being on the right side.
I know so. I know
Yeah,
so.
man. Like everything's just flowing.
I know it had a thing to do with me being on the right side.
Yo, you know people are still saying things like, I can't believe like what Boo's doing on that podcast because
Really?
he didn't talk.
Believe
right?
it. Seeing is believing.
Bro, you know, and I'm gonna put him on blast right now too. He'll tell you because he's gonna end up being a guest.
Okay.
You know, Jimmy Higgins,
Yeah.
tall boy,
Yeah.
6'9", for no reason though, because he gets his ass busted on the
He
court.
tries.
I hope he watches this. I'm gonna send him this clip.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I always owned Jimmy. I love him. I love him, but he wasn't ready. Him and Greg Muller. Greg's my boy. Love you, Greg. But yeah, so Jimmy, he always saying, yo, Boo is doing like great on the
Yeah.
podcast, but he goes, I played a whole I played a whole fucking
Yeah.
league with him, and he said 2 words.
Yeah. I'm just right to business. I'm a right to business guy. You know what I'm saying?
That shit
Especially in
had-
that aspect, I'm just right,
bro, that
right
shit
to
had
business.
that shit had me rolling, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Shout out to Jim. What's up,
Yeah,
Jim?
man. Shout out to Jim. We're gonna see him soon.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to shout out Celsius. I'm not gonna tell you whether they're a sponsor or not, but it's a very good drink. That's all I'll say right there. Man, you really feel like the energy coursing through, but it's
What flavor?
natural
What
energy.
flavor is that?
This is kiwi guava.
I had that before. It's pretty good.
Yeah, man, this is good stuff. If you didn't know, they also make the powder you can put in the
Yes,
water. It's not
yeah.
gonna be, bubbly, but
Yeah.
it's still delicious. Let me take another sip of Celsius.
You think they'll collab if we reach out to them?
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna tag them. I'm gonna tag them with this. They'll collab. Cause we're big.
Real big. Big is an understatement.
Yeah, big as I say, bro. We're
It's
large and in
huge.
charge right now.
Huge.
Oh, one more sip.
So, the gym of the what was the gym of the?
Ooh,
Or the
we
challenge.
had a good one.
Yeah, what was the challenge?
Letting go of a grudge.
Yes. Yes.
You hold grudges?
I
Yeah,
try-
you do. I've seen you.
I
Yeah,
try
you do.
not
You
to.
be-
I try to change it and turn it into motivation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bro, this is Every Day Better You, but we're honest on
And we're humans.
We're honest here.
We're humans.
Yo, Boo, there's another side to him. I know everyone thinks, Boo's this like great,
human.
wholesome stand-up guy, which he is. But
gosh.
get this mother effer mad.
I'm a human being. I'm a human being.
You'll see, I'll be pushing buttons.
Yeah. You like the poke. You like the poke.
Yeah, man. I've seen the other side. I like it.
But the,
Emotion, some energy. I like it.
But I would say the grudge, I would say that I let go of, obviously a few episodes back, we talked about my father, myself, that situation.
Yeah.
So one of the grudges that I let go of was some turmoil between me and him,
Yep.
Okay.
That's huge.
that we spoke about, and it was like a weight lifted off of me,
Yeah.
So I let go of a few grudges with him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big because those kind of things stick too. Because in one that same episode, I think I told you, as I continue to grow without my mom being here, and I think about some of those things, like I went the other way and started. I
Yeah.
started to resent her more.
Yes.
So that's
And it can go that way.
mm-hmm,
If you're not careful, it can go that way quick. Because that's how I was too.
mm-hmm.
Very resentful. I have siblings out there, and I'm like, damn, they got everything that I didn't
Right.
have, You know what I mean? So, we spoke.
So your father, did he see the episode?
He did.
Yo, that's
did.
dope, man.
He did. So, he commended me on speaking on things that
Okay.
he didn't even realize how I felt, So I let go of a few grudges with him,
I like
all
that.
of them, all the grudges.
That's more
Let go.
power to you, bro.
Release.
Because that's hard. That's hard to
Very.
do.
Very.
Similarly, I let go of grudge to a family member of mine, right? And I got to shout out my sister Katricia for this
Yes.
one.
She's in South Carolina?
Yeah. So she's always free. Stop. And she know I'm not gonna say the family member's name, but she knows this is like a person that I don't really mess with, like that. And she was
So they're kind of irrelevant. Is that what you're saying? Like they're
yeah, I don't like, I just don't really mess with them like that. And I have my reasons, like with this person. I felt like the relationship this person had with my mom and will influence her to do certain things. You know what I
Okay, I
mean?
get
And
it.
I take that shit to heart, right? So, but my sister, come on, my family calls me Reed. Come on,
Yeah,
Reed, you
yeah.
gotta, this is, so and so, that's so and so. Come on, Reed, and after so many come on reads, it's like, okay, Katricia, shut the F up, right? Like, fine, I'll do what you
I hope
say.
you didn't use that verbiage.
Nah, it's my sister, so I did. I did. She'd have it no other way either.
Okay.
But I finally was like, okay, fine. I'll let this grudge go and I'll have a conversation and actually talk.
So did that
And,
conversation take place?
It did. And it felt good, right? It's a work in progress because like I said, there's a lot of damage there.
Yes.
That I have to work through to really forgive and just let this person in my life. But it's a start. So, and that's big for me because I vowed to never let that person in, especially after my mom's funeral. It's like, nah, bro. Like because in my mind, like you had something to do with that, right? So that's huge. But I'll let it go. Let go and let God. That's what they say.
That's
right?
it. That's it. You got to take heed to that.
You know what I can't let go of?
Here we go. What?
You got on a rich man shirt today, bro. You
What
got
does
you got a
that
bonus
mean?
at work, bro. You got
What does that mean?
bro. You got that rugby polo on, man.
This shirt is older than dirt.
Bro,
Like,
that's
what is-
Greenwich Avenue right there. Yo, you got the Greenwich Ave special on.
You got Vineyard Vines. What is
Bro,
that? Let me see that.
It was White Plains though. It was in collaboration with White Plains. It was
Still.
it was a fundraiser.
Still,
Nah, bro.
that brand? You got some nerve.
You got- this was I don't know, $25 fundraiser shirt.
$125.
Yeah, now that
in
is
the store.
$125. Damn, bro.
Vineyard Vines.
You rich now.
Not even close.
I guess it's it was a good thing you chose the fireman path and PE.
Not even
Seems
close.
like
Next.
or you listen to Rashad and Troy, you invested something
I
you
did a
ain't
little
tell
bit
me
of that. I did a little
about.
bit of that.
right?
But I said that.
You
I
started
said-
day trading?
Nah.
Bro,
I
how
switched
you-
up my portfolio a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean I can tell you got that shirt. Damn, you got the wait.
No, I'm not
Can
even.
we get the
I'm
sneakers
not-
to match, please, Mr. Producer? My man got the sneakers on
Stop.
going. Yo,
Stop.
this guy.
I'm not even talking about the Vineyard Vines. Anybody knows that brand, Vineyard Vines, knows it's affluent, etc.
Bro, this is White Plains Vineyard Vine. It's like
Okay, so they came to White Plains and did a collaboration.
it's like you got some Jordans
Would they
and then you
collaborate
got
with-
some Fordens.
Would they?
It's the
Would they collaborate with us?
Vineyard Vines?
Yeah.
Vineyard Vines might collaborate with us. I don't know. I don't know. If they're trying a new line, I think so. We can get a line, right?
Why not?
We show them this, like, yo, I'm sporting Vineyard Vines. Like, we got a nice some traction going on here.
We got
Let's
millions.
let's get a flipping boo.
We got
every day
millions
a
of
better
viewers.
you. Yeah, man. Get an every day a better you symbol on here, man.
Yeah.
But like F this well. Just get our faces right there.
You're trying to get us sued.
Vineyard Vines.
Right. So anyway,
Oh man.
today's topic of discussion.
Yeah.
What do you think
It's a
about?
good one, man. So
What do you want to get into today?
I
I'll let
want
you
to talk
choose
about.
today.
Let's
I
talk
chose the
about.
last one.
Yeah, and I've been thinking about this. I didn't even tell you, but I want to talk about finding meaning and purpose,
Okay.
and like understanding one's why, right? And
Right.
like and just why. So, that's so important, right? And I know the whole talking about the why, right? It's so saturated, and sometimes it gets a little corny. But we don't do that on this
No,
show, right?
no.
It's like, so we're gonna talk about it from a standpoint where you're just talking about what is your purpose,
Right.
right? How did that become a purpose? And like, what do you look to find meaning in, right? And how does that steer where you're going, right?
Right.
So it's basically
That's very
it's a
important.
why, but it's like how does
very
you're
important.
finding meaning and what you're
Right.
trying to find meaning in steer where you're going in life.
that's-
Boom. That's a mouthful. Yo,
So let me break it down.
I just thought of that on the spot,
So
son.
let me break it down. That's pretty good. So, me personally, my why, I always go back to my childhood
Yep.
and how I came up and what I needed and gravitated towards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Episodes ago, we talked about recreation programs, youth boroughs, teen centers, recreation centers or whatever. So I remember as a kid how much that stuff meant to me,
Mm-hmm.
right? For those that don't come from the best household, those were your outlets. Whereas some kids just came for a little while and went home,
Mm-hmm.
I was a kid that, I went home eventually, but hours per day. Hours per day.
So you're saying your why is multifaceted, right?
Yeah.
Because it's funny, Simon Sinek, when he started first talking about why, right? This was years ago, and he talked about it from a business standpoint.
Who was it?
Simon Sinek.
Oh.
Or Simon Sinek. People pronounce his last name many different ways, right?
Yeah.
But it started with the golden circle, right?
Yeah.
And it started. He started talking about it from a business perspective, right? Like you can't just talk about the how. You can't just talk about like what you do. Like that's how people usually start instead of starting with the why first. And that kind of dictates the how
Yeah.
and the what, right? So it started from business, and now you talk about it in terms of like your why in life and how that affects, because it has to start there, and how that affects whatever it is that you're trying to sell, right? You're not, when you talk about us, like you're not trying to sell
We're
anything.
not trying to sell anything.
It's just like what drives you now, right? So it's like take the business out of it, and this is what drives you. So when it comes to what drives you, it has to be multifaceted, right? So
Yes,
you talked
has to
about
be.
there's the piece of you growing up, and you talk about like the rec center, so that kind of sparks your why, right? What else sparks your why?
So another thing that sparked my why is the betterment that came out of those situations, whether it was structured activities, whether it was teachers or counselors that you took a liking to, that showed you a better way, that showed you that there's much more than what you see at home or what you see in your neighborhood, and how I felt, like opened me up, like, oh wow,
So I've seen how you move right in these streets, right, and I've seen how you operate it with people, with business, with anything, right. So I can answer this question, but I want to hear you answer it. Can you talk a little bit about how you live your why? Because and then I want to get to the point where you can put your why in kind of like a sentence or like a little phrase.
Right.
So let's talk about first, how do you live your why?
Okay, so off the top, I live my why, and you're gonna laugh, but it's as simple as the golden rule.
Mm-hmm.
Treat others the way you want to be treated, no matter what race, sex, creed, trans, whatever. Just treat others with the respect that you would want to receive.
Mm-hmm.
That's off the top. Some people get into different things such as religion or spirituality, and you got to be careful with that stuff, right? I mean, I'm a God-fearing man, but I'm more so on the spiritual side,
Okay.
right? Because with religion, you got to be careful. It's, can keep you in this box, so
Right,
you
right.
don't talk to this person. You got to
So
be careful with that stuff.
so let me talk a little bit about that, right?
Right.
And I'm being all like serious here. There was a time where you and I got into an argument, and that night, I felt something.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
In my left arm. So
Wait, where?
in my left arm, like my bicep, like I couldn't like
That
kind of
night or
move it.
just now?
No, that night, like after we got into a little
Yeah.
argument. So, and now you talking about spirituality. So you practice voodoo? You stab me?
Yeah.
You stab me
I
in
got
the
a
arm?
doll. I got the flip doll,
You
Fareed doll.
stab me.
Yeah.
You stab me in the arm from afar,
Yeah,
bro.
watch out.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't move.
Uh-huh.
But so what do you? Because let's talk about. Because I always thought about that. People talk about, oh, I'm not religious, but I'm spiritual.
Yeah.
So like, what is your definition? First of all, you know what? I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up spirituality.
I'll
You
look
look up religion, right? And we're gonna read these definitions. And then I want you to explain like what that means to you, like the difference of spirituality and religion. So this one, let me see.
All right, so I'll go first.
Okay.
Religion is generally defined as a structured system of beliefs, practices, and values centered around questions of existence.
Huh. So here I have spirituality
Let's hear it.
as a noun, the quality of being concerned with the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things. And then the shift in priorities allows us to embrace our spirituality in a more profound way. A deep sense of spirituality that connects them to the natural environment, whatever. So what like,
So I like the first part of it. After the colon, you kind of lost
yeah,
me.
yeah, me too.
But I mean, the first part of it
The
is what
human
I
spirit
just said.
or soul
Is it
as
not?
opposed to material or physical things.
Did I not say that in layman's
Yeah,
terms?
basically the human spirit. So now, but that's different from religion because religion you have to like believe in something.
Yes. Yes.
You have to believe in something. But spirituality, it kind of is like it's more broad,
Right.
right?
Right.
Like just believing in that human spirit that can be anything.
Right.
So you're a spiritual guy.
I'm a spiritual guy. So I'm a spiritual guy, energy guy, right? Before anything, there's energy, right? You walk in a room,
Yeah,
energy going on.
Yeah.
I feel your energy, you feel my energy, right?
How do you feed your spirit? Like how do you feed that? Like because religion, right? You read the Bible, you read the Torah, you read the Quran, or what have you, whatever you believe in, right? And you interpret that a certain way because there's a lot of religious zealots
this is what I'm
out there.
saying. You interpret it. It can be extreme. It can it can get a little crazy. It can get confusing.
Right. Well, I guess the same thing with spirituality too, right? People can like go as deep as they want, or they can just be like here with it. Where would you say your level? When it comes to spirituality, how much do you let that guide your life and principles?
Well, at different times, different levels,
Okay.
right? If you're in a meditative state, right? Say you got a lot going on or whatever, you need to just go somewhere quiet and think about things. It'll be a little deeper as opposed to us on the court or, working out or doing something, hanging out. You know what I mean? Or if you're in a board meeting or you're in a meeting in general, you're in an interview, you're feeling the energy, how intense it is, or if it's loose, laughing and you could talk, so it's different levels at different times.
Would you say all of that has to do with like your spirit?
Yes. Would you agree?
No, I do. But like, I'm just, I don't know enough because I don't know if I would say I'm a spiritual guy because when I think about, like my side, my purpose, what I try to find meaning in, golden rule, obviously you treat others how you want to be treated. Like that's just how I live.
That's the golden rule.
How I live life. Using past experiences to help influence the present and the future, right? And not just helping myself, but helping others, right? I think I have, my why is the belief that you give someone the power and the tools, anyone can succeed at anything given the right circumstance, right?
I do agree with that. We're all blessed in some way, shape, or form. You just got to find it.
Right.
You just gotta find it.
And my like part of my why is helping others. Like that's
Right.
I feel like I was
Mine too.
I put on this earth to help people because there are times where I don't, and you know this, like in terms of like giving people money or anything like that. Like there are times, or like donating to organizations. There were times where I didn't have it. I didn't have money for myself, but I would still help somebody else out, and I'll never let them know to make them feel bad about it. But there are times where I don't have, and I still give.
Yeah.
Right, like that. I just feel like it's my purpose, and that goes back to the past, right? Like people helped me in the past, so why wouldn't I help somebody?
I feel like
forward?
I feel like it hits home. You know what I mean? Especially when you were on that other side, like when you could use a lending or helping hand. You know what I mean? At once upon a time in your life, And okay, last week we played, and we both know someone that benefited from our help. Younger guy that's kind of finding his way or whatever.
Yep.
And benefited from our guidance, our help, whether it's be financially or some advice,
And it's not always, and I just had this conversation with someone, it's not even always, actually, I think I had it on an interview. It's not always like when you're trying to lead, right? Or you're trying to help, sometimes it's just them seeing you go through the grind.
Yeah.
Right? And coming out
on the other side.
Yeah. And so it's like you let your actions speak for it.
Yeah.
Right. So I think, defining your why. It's a lot more complicated than some may think.
Yes.
And it's not as cliche as some may think.
It's not as clean cut as you think. You know what I mean? You got different avenues of your why. But for me, it stems from my childhood, paying it forward.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Going back to what you said, if you give someone the tools, they can succeed in something. I don't care what type of background you have, what type of money you have or didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
With the tools and the knowledge, you can succeed in something.
So with that said, right? So now, alert, controversy, right? In our culture, there's a lot of times people that look like us will use that as a crutch. Oh, the man put me down, right? I already started down here. It was never an even playing ground to start with, right?
And that may be the case, but
right. So what do you say? What do you say to those people and people that think like that use, situations as a crutch and use like current environments or things that are going on in the world as a crutch? I can't do it anyway, right?
Right.
What do you say? What do you say to that?
Listen, it's real simple. Although that may be the case, right? You know the saying, strap yourself up by your bootstraps. You may not have no boots.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You might just have straps.
You may not have no boots.
Bend, don't break.
Right.
It's another one that I love.
The cards you were dealt were the cards you were dealt, right? But now, let's stop using those things as an excuse, and let's try to be better every day. Because guess what? I did it. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that was worse off than us did it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
How many of those stories do you hear, man, about down on their luck, spend their last dollar, all of that stuff?
And
no
you know
crutch.
me, my genre of movies that you always crack on me is what?
Documentaries.
Documentaries.
That man is an addict.
I'm a documentary guy.
Fiend. You're a fiend.
I like documentaries.
For documentaries. Like I think you go to the Sundance Movie Festival.
If I could, I would.
You've been there, bro, because you be knowing some stuff before it comes out. Yeah, bro. That's how you got that shirt, man. Like full circle moment. That's how.
But I got a bunch of colors too.
You always got some in multiple colors, bro.
But that's why, because I love hearing those stories coming from nothing, whatever the circumstances, and building up on it.
People don't know you send me clips all the time.
All the time.
Those kind of stories, man.
Yeah. You started sending me clips too, though. You started getting on a bandwagon.
I know.
You know what I mean? But that's part of it. No matter what I have or whatever, I'm always gonna represent the have-nots. And I love seeing those stories of coming from nothing and becoming successful. So that's what I say to those people who use the excuses, the man this, and oh, I'm black, they ain't gonna let me, Dude, people have done it in
Yep.
worse situations than you, and people are doing it.
So you find your purpose and your meaning through the struggles of others and watching them overcome it, and that gives you even more purpose and meaning. And then it just keeps
Yes,
it
because
just keeps
someone
going.
had it worse than me.
Always.
Always.
And
Someone-
that's key. Understanding that someone has it worse than you, because that's perspective,
and,
right?
and they came out of it on top.
Mm-hmm.
So what am I talking about?
Right.
You understand?
Right.
There's immigrants, regardless of race, that came over here with nothing,
Built businesses.
and built.
So like
You know that's why most, like say Africans that come from the country and come here, that's why they don't like us, because they say we're lazy,
Yep.
we're born with everything, we're spoiled.
Yep.
You know that's a big part of that stigma.
You have
That's-
all of this stuff right in front of you. You ain't doing nothing with it.
But making excuses.
Right. And here I come with nothing.
With nothing.
Now I built, no matter what kind of business
I'm
you
from
built.
a tribe.
Right.
We had dirt,
Yep. And now I got a multi-million-dollar car business. You know what I mean? I got this sales thing. Like it's
Yeah.
they come over, they see what we're
Yeah.
just kind of expect, we just have, right?
Right,
And
right.
they have way less.
Way less.
And then they work harder
Right.
and then do way more.
Right.
So then why, like, what the hell is holding you back here, right?
A lot of excuses. You got to change the mindset, right? To get out of that mindset of making excuses and playing the victim role. Listen, okay, it is different. Okay. Are there things that me and you have to hop over? Are there hurdles that we have to hop over that other people don't?
Yep.
Yeah. But so what?
So
That's
what?
how it is.
It's just what it is.
Right. It's
That's
just what
like
it is.
I have daughters, all daughters, right? They're
Right.
gonna learn, and I have to teach them to be strong enough to understand that.
Right.
Sometimes you're gonna get passed over,
Yes.
looked at differently,
Yes.
just because you're a woman,
Yeah.
right? Now, let alone you're a biracial
Right,
woman, right?
right,
Like it's
right.
it's just different, but it's
And
it's
it's
all right.
and it's
so
nothing new. Like
Nothing
I said,
new.
there's people before us that been through it, that have ideologies that were put on them,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But it's nothing new.
I talk about finding purpose and finding your why. Like I looked to people to be inspired as well. Like I'm inspired by stories. I'm inspired by the past. I'm inspired
You
by
gotta start looking at documentaries more.
I know. I just
I'll send you some. Don't worry about it. I'll send you
sports
some.
season comes up and I'm watching football all day, basketball all day. I got shows to catch up on. I've never been a documentary guy. I don't watch documentaries and reality TV. I've never been.
I'm not a reality TV guy, but you know how I got on documentaries? I seen one. I forgot my first one, and I was like, "Oh wow, I never knew that." And then I just
the
started
Gateway
going,
documentary.
Yeah, then I just started going down a rabbit hole, and
But
sending, sending you
so
some.
what I will say that these stories are
And they're
inspiring
real,
and
and
they're
they're
real.
real. That's
but I
what it
also
was,
look
too.
to I also look to like what people have been through. I think about how technology has advanced so much, but then you got some of the most insane structures that were built back in the day.
Yeah.
With nothing.
Yeah, pyramids.
Right. With
Prime
nothing.
example.
How are these things built? I told you, well, obviously I keep saying it, but some of the structures that I saw when I was in Europe, how the hell
Yeah.
were these
Right.
things built back
Right.
then? I'm like, aliens. Has to be. Because I was
Why you always go the extreme route?
Bro, because how, man? Like you got to have the scaffolds. Like how do they do that?
They had
Brick
their-
and mortar. Like
they
that's
had their
it.
own version of scaffold.
It's crazy when you think about it. So I'm
Yeah.
inspired by stuff like that. And when I think about my own why and finding out, more about myself and why I do certain things, it comes up.
All right, so what if you had to wrap your why up into one phrase or sentence? What would you say? And how would you say it?
You know what's crazy? Like, so I've been doing, I've done professional developments on it with my teachers about finding your why. I read the book, like, and it's hard to sum something like that up into one sentence. But if I had to say my why, my purpose, what my meaning for life is, I would say, my why is I'm here to help those, to speak for those that can't speak for themselves, right? To stand up for people that are in bad spots that can't quite defend themselves, to fight for what's right all the time, and to believe in people, and to believe that people can do amazing things if they actually just take the time, think about it, have a plan, and really follow through with that plan. And that all stems, my why stems from my sister, right? And my
Right.
relationship that I had with her, watching her go through what she had to go through at a young age, persevering, overcoming, making it to college, right? Talks that her and I had about getting out of the place that we were in, right? And the money that we were going to make in the future, and not ever let our kids go through anything we went through, right? So my why, that's universal. That's my why in education. That's my why in life. That's my why when I'm just trying to have fun, right?
It's multifaceted, like you said earlier.
Mhm.
That's the whole thing. You know, it's multifaceted. Why? Which
Yeah,
it has to be. It can't just be one tunnel. One. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's more than just, I guess I wouldn't even say it's a why. It's just like what gives you purpose and what do you look for
I like that. Yeah.
to, like, you know, how are you giving other things purpose and meaning, right? Because everyone's watching all the time. So what are you doing to inspire? What are you doing to
Right.
show how this is done? What are you doing to set your own blueprint for
Right.
someone that may need it to, like, get out of a hard time, or if they're in a good time? What like how can you live to be an inspiration for someone else? I would say that about sums it up. How can I inspire someone to always want to do better, always want to do greater things and believe in themselves?
Pretty much how I would sum mine up. How can I aspire, right? ASPIRE, to inspire?
Ooh,
How
sounds like a T-shirt.
how'd that come out?
Aspire to inspire.
How can I aspire, ASPIRE, to inspire?
Yo,
What do you think about that one?
yeah, trade. That's TM trademark. Because we're gonna
TM,
put that.
what is that?
We're gonna put that. We're gonna put that on an Everyday I Better You T-shirt. Aspire to inspire. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Is that out? Did somebody do that yet? They did.
God damn it! See,
Shit.
every time. Damn it! Every
always
time
late.
we always late, but we'll figure out a way to make it ours. It's all right. And
Gotta change it up a little
We're
bit.
not gonna say it because everyone's listening.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. What you say?
No, you can't trademark words. You can still put it on your T-shirt.
Oh,
You can still
yes.
see the meaning of
Yes.
the thing.
Yes.
I've heard that.
Yes.
I've never. Boo, boo! I've never heard aspire to inspire. That's what I'm looking at. It's like, oh shit, boo! She's on to something.
I even spelled it out
You did. You said
for
hey,
myself because I'm
yo,
like, damn, it sounds familiar. Wait, am I saying inspire to aspire? Like,
Yo,
I had to break it down.
all right. Either way, it's going on a T-shirt,
Okay.
and then we'll talk about some other stuff. We can't say things out loud because people just be like, somehow they steal our ideas. I know we got to walk around with tinfoil on our heads because ideas are just being stolen left and right. Like, I'm tired of it.
I know.
I'm tired of it. I wanna monetize, like, some of these ideas, right?
Right,
Like,
right.
come on, man.
Right.
But people are stealing them and beating us to the punch. Bro, even my book that I told you I'm writing,
Yeah.
I've seen some, like, similar stuff that's coming out because I said things out loud and I saw
But
some
you know
similar.
what though? You know
it's
what?
crazy.
And I know you don't want to hear this because you're the originator of all ideas under the sun.
It's
You know
true.
that? But there's
I'm glad somebody knows that.
but there's really nothing new under the
I
sun.
know, bro. That's why I'm trying to figure out what can be new.
So
I'm trying to figure out what can be new. You know, my dissertation for my doctorate, that's gonna be like one of the first
that
studies
was
of its
relationships
kind,
and stuff. What was it?
like relationships and how they relate to the implementation of restorative practices. That's gonna be
So
one of
many
the
big
first.
words from you.
It's gonna be one of the first of its kind, boo. So I think I might have found it.
You
When I
think
first
so
did
far?
it, my professor was like, "There's nothing else like that," especially because it's a Again, I'm nerding out here.
Quantitative?
It's a quantitative study, not qualitative. There's a lot of qualitative studies out there about
Yeah.
relationships. There's a lot of qualitative studies about restorative practices, even quantitative about restorative practices, but there's nothing linking the two.
That's
Told
where
you,
you come
I'm
in.
always, and my person's like, yo, that's gonna be really hard to do. I was like, yes, because I want to be the only one.
Right. That might be it. That
I
might
want
be
to
it.
be the only one.
That might be it.
Man. So
Doc-
once
Dr.
again,
J.
boo, this was an exciting episode.
It was. I feel like it was.
Yeah, man. Like we talk about the why, we talk about finding purpose, and we could talk about why for forever, right? Because that's something that's gonna continue to be ongoing. It's still kind of new, even though it's been
Yeah.
talked about for so many years, and you can put all the different spins on it. That was fun.
So
And again, right side boo, it's killing it, man.
So with that being said,
right side boo is killing.
with that being said, let's come up with a challenge for this week.
Oh man, what are you talking about? It's right there in front of you.
Or
If you don't
Jim.
spell this out right now, I think
Or a gym or a challenge.
it's right there. If you don't say what I think you should say, we might have to get into a fight. It's
Got it.
right there for you.
How can we aspire to inspire?
Boom. There, see, it could have went one or two ways. How can we aspire to inspire, or
What?
really taking the time to define your
why.
why or purpose?
Either one. We got to do either one. Taking the time to define your why and purpose, and how can I aspire to inspire?
But wait, bro, no, we can just use either one. No,
Either one.
choose one because the other one is going to be a gym for another episode.
Let's spread them out.
yeah, man. We can't be doing 2-for-1
Yeah.
specials over here. This ain't
No.
chicken
Maybe
shack.
Friday we could. Friday's 2-for-1 special.
2-for-1
come up with
special.
something.
All right.
come
But
up.
for today, let's do the first one. Aspire
Aspire
to
to inspire.
How can you aspire to inspire? First of all, you might need to look up what the word aspire means, right? And then
Yeah.
look up the definition for inspire. And let's talk about how can you do the thing.
Do
Live
your
with a
research.
purpose.
Do your research.
Yeah, man. Live with a purpose. Aspire to inspire. You heard those words first from Henri Buford.
I like to say every day better you.
Yeah.
I don't like to attach my name there. You know, I'm not that type of guy.
Nah, bro.
But you heard it first.
You're the aspire to inspire guy now. That's how they're gonna see you in the streets. Yo, you that guy with the rich man's shirt on. You're the guy with the rich shirt, and you invented the phrase "aspire to inspire."
Definitely didn't invent that.
That's-
I don't own the rights to that. I don't own the rights to that.
Nah, man. Claudio said no one can own the rights to words, so
Right.
that's it.
Right.
So you are. That's it.
We
You're
want me
the
to do?
A to I. A to
AI.
the I. AI. Oh shit!
You-
Boo invented AI, guys.
Here we go.
This
Here we
is
go.
where you-
Boy, you on a roll.
This is where
today.
you heard it first.
You on a roll.
AI boo. I like it. Listen, that about wraps it up. Another fun episode. This is just getting good. Like we're just getting started. This is fun.
What number is this? I love count. I'm
I want to say 13 or 14.
Okay.
When Claudio got the count, so
Yeah.
he'll know.
Okay.
But whatever it is more than 10, is more than 2, is more than 5, and that's when most of these things kind of flail out. So
Probably
we're
14 or so.
so we're just gonna keep going, man,
Okay.
and beat the odds. Real stories.
Real results.
Every day a better you.
Making
Making a great one.